Welcome to NitaVerse Flash Fiction Stories. 2020. It was a very hard year, and for the Powell household, tragedy lingered. Coco was 16 and headstrong. You know the age. While everyone in the house slept, she sat in her bedroom, rocking in a chair, cradling a glass of water, and staring into a mirror. She whispered something to someone who only she could see. Whoever it was, she let them know that her Aunt Yumi and Uncle James would no longer allow her to visit Lake Lenier. Aunt Yumi, being a light sleeper, stirred awake at the sound of running water. She tried to nudge James awake, but all he did was moan, turn over on his side, and fall back to sleep. As Yumi walked down the long, dark hallway, following the sound of the dripping water, Yumi noticed a light glow coming from underneath the bathroom door. She turned the handle. The door creaks open. James jerked awake, saw that his wife was not there. He called out to her, "Yumi?" But she didn't answer. James grabbed the shotgun kept by the bed and slowly crept forward down the long, narrow hallway in the dark. Confused by the water, he uttered, "What the hell?" Something whizzed past him. James fired. "What the heck is wrong with you firing that thing off in the dark? You could have killed me. Why are you screaming?" "'Cause you shooting, fool." "You have to do something about your niece's sleepwalking," Yumi warned James. "You need to be more patient. Losing both parents to the lake, it's not something you get over easily." James scoffed. "My mother warned me. She said Creole women, they know how to call the dead." Yumi leaned in and asked, "Your mama ever say what happens when they answer?" But before James could respond, a faint whisper drifted toward them. It was coming from Coco's bedroom. Together and cautiously, they padded forward. They reached the door. James turned the knob. The door creaked open, and there was Coco, sitting, rocking, staring into the mirror while holding that glass of water. They scanned the room. No one else was there. So James and Yumi relaxed, deducing that Coco must have gotten a glass of water in the middle of the night and left the faucet running. Very carefully, Yumi slid the glass from Coco's hand, and that's when it happened. A whisper from the mirror, draped in mist, called out her name. "Yumi?" Trembling, she asked, "Doc, is that you?" Dot whispered back, "I'm home." James eyed Yumi wearily. "Home? She's dead." Suddenly, water burst through the floorboards. The high pressure sliced and cut through the air. Yumi and James dove for cover. The walls trembled. The house, it groaned under the water's weight. Yumi yelled out, "The house! It's sinking!" "It's a what?" "It's the lake. It's Lake Lanier." Coco just kept staring and rocking. But this time, she was speaking. "I told you I needed to see them." Yumi and James sat and watched in utter horror as the mirror rippled like pools of water, swooped Coco up, and carried her through the glass. To this day, the chair rocks and the mirror drips water. That's it for today's Flash Fiction. Tune in to NitaVerse next time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more.